Right, 160 on the bar, supposed to be 157.5. Or it was going to be, but warm-ups all feel effortless. So, just going to go a little bit heavier. I think we've just gotten as a groove a little bit this week. Something that's definitely helped as well is bar placement. So I'm actually, instead of cutting my mid-foot in half like I was doing, I'm more cutting like the ball of my foot in half, like, you know, the base of your big toe. Seems to be helping. So, and also I'm thinking drive through the midfoot, but not, but like, when I say midfoot, I don't mean between like the toes and the heel. I mean like between the base of my big toe and the heel, so like ball of your foot and heel, so a little bit further back than I used to. So I'm drilling that, but then I am drilling wedging my hips in after I've done that pause, which I think I was speaking about this last week, I was being too aggressive with the wedge previously and I used to like shag the bar, but I was completely getting rid of it a little bit, which isn't the answer either, especially as I find out on these. Midfoot off the floor, take the slack out, midfoot, and then after the pause, wedge in. That's basically what we're doing. I think it was fair to say that was on the money. Yeah, so really happy with that. Got us back offs now. I think it's 2 sets of 5. Last week I think we did like 120 kilos, like really took it light, or 125. I'm just going to double check, and we'll probably just add another between 5 and 10 kilos to that and just do that this week. Okay, upon reflection, the pause needed to be better. That pause was shit. I'm not going to redo it because that's just going to be digging more fatigue than what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just going to make my back offs better, and next week I'm going to make my top set better as well. Right, so we're taking 132.5 kilos for first set of 5. It's only 2 sets. I'm 90% sure. Last week I did 125, so, and it was supposed to be RP6. This is supposed to be 6.5, so slightly harder. I'm going very conservative. Like, I reckon I'll end up going heavier after this set, but I'm punishing myself with a slightly more pathetic weight because my pause on that top set was pretty shit. It was like non-existent, so I'd rather nail my pauses and have the chance of undershooting rather than going too heavy and being a slack shit set. So yeah man, 5 reps. Something that I am definitely worth talking about, because I know a lot of guys will struggle with this, and that's weight gain. I know it's usually chicks that struggle with weight gain, but guys, if you're someone like myself where like you value being in shape, obviously you value being healthy, but you also value like looking good, like being lean and stuff. It's sometimes it's a head fuck gaining body weight. Like when I did my photo shoots and I'm training like a bodybuilder, I weighed like 100 and fucking, I think I hit like, as the lowest body weight I hit was like 176.5 pounds. That's like full depleted. Then I'd like carb up and I'd always look my best around 180. And then as I gained weight, training like a bodybuilder, like 185, fucking look my best, like mid 180s, and then over 190s where like the abs start going. So it's like 180 to 190, I'm lean. And my training was still productive in like the high 180s, so I was still lean, but like we've taken it up to 190s now. Like since like August, September, I think we started creeping into 190s. Might have been September. It's like all September, October, November, and now into December, like pretty almost the 4th month of chilling somewhere around, you know, 191, 192, 193 on the top end if we've had a bit of a crazy weekend. And you know what, like I've just sort of clocked myself then, and I'm like, bro, you're still fucking, bruh, you're still lean, and you've still got body weight you can gain here without getting sloppy. So, yeah, and I think part of it as well is because I'm quite hairy. I don't know if you probably can't tell in this, but like when you're hairy, it like blurs how lean you are. And because I'm quite hairy and I'm actually like white guy genetics, like typical white guy genetics, my body fat goes onto like certain body parts. So certain body parts will look like really fat, others will stay lean. Like my arms and my legs just don't get fat. But then it'll be like my back, my hips, they'll begin to, my chest holds fat, but it doesn't look fat. It just looks like I've got a bigger chest when I get fatter there. But like my hips and my back especially end up getting bare fat. So like I kind of like talk myself out of like gaining more weight when I start to see them like hips come in, them love handles. But like, and a part of it's because like what I do for work as well. Like I'm coaching guys to get in shape and stay in shape for life. So like I really want to hold myself to a high standard all the time. But with that being said, like ultimately I know I won't be living as like, I know it sounds like hippy dippy, but this is fucking, it's what I believe. I know I won't be living as my true authentic self unless I'm doing stuff that I know I truly want to do. And I know that I truly do want to do better in powerlifting and, you know, test what I can do. And some of that is going to be gaining some body fat. So I just need to get over myself and gain a bit of weight, I think. I think it's time to bump the food up is what I'm saying. Let myself creep up to, you know, maybe that on average, like right now I'm sitting between 191 and 193. I think let myself creep up to like, all it has to be is 192 to not 194. I don't have to be all crazy, but I think back end of this month, I'm going to let myself creep up a bit. But yeah, thought it was worth mentioning, guys. I don't know if anyone can relate, but yeah, thought I'd share that with you anyway. And now it's time to do my last set. Let's go. Woo! That was better. Fucking speed of that. Definitely had, that was more like an RP 5.5, so I'm happy with that. Tell you what though, I felt my hamstring a little bit, not in a bad way, but it like felt like it was working. I could tell I was being a bit more explosive, but it made it feel easier. Definitely more locked in, like it's a full one unit then. But if I'd have done that, if I'd have tried doing that last week, or on my first set today, I can almost guarantee I'd have lost positioning and my technique would have been shit. But I felt really locked in there. And I think I'm going to watch the video back. I think I ended up naturally having the bar closer to me, more closer to my heel as the set progressed. So that's interesting. Might be something I carry over to next week, but I'll watch the video first and see if that's true. We're a little bit higher up than last week. Looks mega high, does this? But when you actually, well, it looks high and it's like that, but as soon as you got weight on it like that, it's not too crazy low. So I think last week I went a bit too low. Now I'm second guessing myself thinking, is this too high? But fuck knows, man. It feels good on the lower back, hips, glutes, high hamstrings. So we'll roll with it. Ooh. Right, so didn't record because I'm an idiot. So we just did the 40s on the dumbbell press. We've got 4 sets, supposed to be 8 to 10 reps. Obviously I've only got increments of 10 in my garage. So it goes straight from 40s to 50s. I've just done the 40s for a set of 10. And it's supposed to be RP 7.5. But realistically I probably could have done like 14 or 15 reps. So we're gonna go 50s. Just because I want to see what they're saying. I haven't touched them. I haven't done flat dumbbell press since last year. It's one of them exercises where when I do it, if I get strong on my dumbbell press, my bench press goes up typically. Like, it might not be in that immediate block, but in the blocks coming after, my bench gets better. So I finished up on these last year for sets of 6, like multiple sets of 6, but they moved like well easy, like I could do like 10. They're not going to move that easy today, I don't think. They're definitely not going to feel light, because 40 don't even feel light. But we're going to do them. Even if it means I'm only doing them for fucking 3 reps, which I doubt, I'll do them for 3 reps, just to stay in the RPE. I'm going to make sure I don't grind any reps out here. I'm not going to do any failure pressing or anything like that. So we'll see how they go. I'm going to touch them for 1 set today, then drop back down to the 40s. Don't know if you can see this. The 50s have been living, they all have marks around them, but when I lifted the 50s off them marks there, douche and douche, I can't do it, douche. It made like a, what the fuck, man? My camera's playing fucking being a silly bastard. It's changed how it wants me to use it somehow, I don't know what I've done. They made like a noise, because I haven't used them yet. So, I haven't used them since I've had the garage gym. Anyways, it's go time. Definitely feel heavy in my fucking hands. Jesus wept. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Yeah. They felt heavy, but the strength's definitely there. So, first time touching them in a while. Next week, we'll probably do them again. And I'll only do them for 1 set each workout until I'm hitting 8 to 10 reps in the desired RPE. Gonna drop down to 40s now and do somewhere between, well, 8 and 10 reps ideally, but we'll stick to the RPE. If that means more, it means more. If it means less, it means less. There's this session complete. I had all intended purposes, I think that's the right saying, to record content in the gym. And as I was driving down, I was like, look how many school kids have just left school. And those that are local to Honley know how many kids end up being in the gym after school, which is sick. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I find is, it's just, it can be a pain in the ass trying to record content with the kids there. 1, because you kind of feel like you shouldn't really be getting them on camera. 2, there's loads of them, so like they're constantly walking in front of it and stuff. So I just figured, you know what, let's just get in there, get out. You've seen the spicy stuff, do you know what I mean? So just to give you a bit of a rundown of what I actually did in the gym. So I did them lateral lunges holding a barbell beneath my balls basically. So it's a landmine, so like the bar's in like a hole thing, and then you hold in one end, and then I'm really wide stance and just like lunging to one side, coming back to the middle, lunging to the other. It's supposed to be 3 sets of 5 each side, so that's what I did. But I noticed last week I was getting all sorts of creaks and it was painful. It was like a 2 to 3 out of 10 pain on every set. So today I did the same again, just the bar, and it felt like a 2 out of 10 pain. And then I really went even wider for my last set, obviously using less quads. And that was like a 0.5 out of 10 pain, so like only a slight discomfort on that last set. So progress, just like I said last week with that one. In fact, I'm not even uploading that video, so I just fucking got behind with footage. But last week what I said was, as long as I get to the end of this 4-week block and them get less painful, ideally pain-free by the end of it, I'd consider this block a success on that exercise. I'm not trying to lift heavy weights on that exercise. This block, it's just not there for me right now. So we did that. Then we went on to do 3 sets of leg extensions. I did 60 kilos last week, 3 seconds down, pausing at the top and the bottom. And last week I did 12, 12 and then 9 reps. Today I did 12, 12 and then 10 reps. Didn't really feel any easier this week. I think I had like slightly more rest as well before the last set. But yeah, nonetheless, decent. I think something that was sort of missing towards the back end of today's session was I ran out of carb powder the other day. So on Tuesday this week, it's Thursday today, so I ran out of carb powder, which I usually have 50 grams of easily digestible carbs in my intro workout, and towards the back end of your sessions is when that sort of comes, that's when you usually feel the benefits of that. So who knows, that might have helped me have better performances on that leg extensions today. So we'll get stocked up back on that bad boy as well. But yeah, overall a good session in the books. I'm happy with it, and there's not much else to say. I think if I try and find something to say now, I'm just speaking for the sake of speaking. So I'm going to let you go. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully people are actually rating these. If you are rating these videos, please share them on your Instagram story, because I don't know if anyone's fucking rating this shit. I know I'm getting some views on that, but if you rate it, share it on your IG story for me, tag me if you're a fucking ledge. But yeah, hope you're having a sick week anyway. Hope your family's good. Hope you're having a great start to December, and I shall see you there in the next one. Peace.